This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going to the running game. Stop right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field goal? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Pulls it in. It's Hooks. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Ducks. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start. And that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
Look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Run inside. It's Smothers. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
With the catch, it's Wingo. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's going to be in. Wait, he was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Quarterback making checks. Fourth down, Manning. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Longhorns! He got it, beat down in bounds.
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Dante Moore makes the catch. It's Johnson. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking for a crease. It's Davison. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Moore will throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Running inside, it's Smothers. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. They're going to ride this running back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. A give to Brown. Could be an alley. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here's the pressure. Breaks loose. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Baird. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Going to take a shot. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Moore. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a good time to play.
On the ground, it's Davison. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Here's Arts to throw. With the catch, it's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically.
Snags it and he's open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Here's Manning to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hart's going to spin it again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. Made the grab in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pulls it, fired, complete. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally with the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain. No first down.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago, Davison and Hill Jr., who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are a committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Moore, play action. Got a man, it's Hill. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Throwing Moore. Plucks it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the stick...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Moore. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Might be calling a hot route. Running inside. It's Smothers. Makes it past the marker. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll run it. It's Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's the Fighting Irish looking to make it 5 straight wins. And they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll open this third quarter with a run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Third and short now from their own 48. Manning from the gun on third down. Gets it out quickly. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Arch Madness. That's caught. It's Townsend. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. There's some room. And he'll step into the end zone.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Oh, they're after him. Wide open downfield. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Here's Moore to throw. Moving out to the right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, I did not have this on my bingo card, guys, but being one of the most talented quarterbacks in college football, to be under 50% completions in this game, nobody saw that coming. He has not been able to find his rhythm, and
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
you can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just a little off. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. Might be changing the route. 4th down, Manning gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Dante Moore. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Corner's going to give them room. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more.
Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Moore. Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes the grab on the left. Pulled down for the tackle.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Longhorn! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Takes the handoff. It's Davison. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing Moore. Looking for his man. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback. They have a nice connection right there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period. Here's Moore to throw. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Rushes on him. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. Firing to the end zone. On target over the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
Throwing Raiola. Under fire. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up third down.
Booster, booster! Chip, chip! Sweep, sweep! Go, go!
Again, it's Moore. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game against them.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking to scramble. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
Under fire. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in, can't win by enough, gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Finds his man, it's Moore. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's gonna go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Here's Raiola to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here.
Ready. Red 18, red 18. Right. Ready, go.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down the play to come up with the interception. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Run inside. It's Smothers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. They're going to run it. Maybe some room here. The 50, the 40, the 30. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. The throw. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Guys,